You're asking for a trial, though.
Just a trial. Just give me my rights. All I want is the same rights that my fathers died for. The same rights that says United States of America. I see Reagan getting up in the United Nations telling the world how human rights are so important and how we should give all the humans rights. And then he turn around and ask him on the darker side, what about Charlie? He say, oh, well, he don't deserve no rights. Well, if I don't deserve no rights, then who does deserve rights? I didn't break no law.
Right now you're coming up for parole. You have the right to come up before a parole board. Do you want to get out on parole?
Parole for what? Parole to where? I want my rights. My rights, you give me a parole every other day, it doesn't give me my rights. If I don't have any rights, he doesn't have any rights. He doesn't have any rights, and you don't have any rights.
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, in other words, if everybody gets equal rights, you got equal rights to the rights I got. And that's to sit down and keep your mouth shut or get your jaw broke. Is that the rights you want?
Hey everybody, this is Jay Blackfoot with RedDawnPost.com. I have something here, some news for you. Texas, what is today? Today is July 3rd, 2013. This article is from July 2nd, and it's from pjmedia.com. And it says, Texas pro-abortion protesters chant Hail Satan as pro-lifers sing Amazing Grace. And I'm not sure where this took place, but so there's pro-abortion protesters and yelling Hail Satan at a pro-abortion or pro-life thing, and other people singing Amazing Grace. The pro-life women and men sing Amazing Grace. Alright, which brings me to a prediction. In a document that supposedly was forged. But I'm going to show you something about that to where it really doesn't matter if it was forged or not, or if it was real or not, and I'll show you why. There's a lot of people out here that say this is a hoax, but every World War came about as this thing says, and the Third World War is happening as this thing says right now, and it was supposedly written by Albert Pike in 1871, A Plan for 3 World Wars. Okay. See, it says in 1871, Albert Pike envisioned 3 world wars to be followed by an unparalleled economic disaster. Pike's plans have come to fruition, shockingly. Okay, The First World War brought about in order to prevent the Illuminati to overthrow the power of the Tsars in Russia and of making that country a fortress of atheist communism. The divergences caused by the agents of the Illuminati between the British and Germanic empires will be used to foment this war. At the end of the war, communism will be built and used in order to destroy the other governments and in order to weaken the religions. The Second World War takes place, as it says, about Zionism and setting up Israel and Palestine. Here's the third one. Now, I just showed you the pro-abortion thing, Hail Satan and Amazing Grace. And you know what's going on in Egypt and Syria and all this, and Iraq and Afghanistan. And then you have this. Taking advantage of the differences caused by the agenda of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arab world, and political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. We shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm which in all its horror will show clearly the nations the effect of absolute atheism, origin of savagery, and of the most bloody turmoil. Then everywhere the citizens obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries will exterminate those destroyers of civilization and the multitude. Delusion with Christianity, whose deistic spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. This manifestation will result from the general reactionary movement which the destruction of Christianity and atheism, both conquered and exterminated at the same time. Everything here is happening. The Muslim, the State of Israel thing, the atheists and the Christians, as I'm about to show you, and the the doctrine of Lucifer brought finally out into the public view, which you're already doing. I just saw a video yesterday where they blatantly, it's a movie, Now You See Me, where they blatantly use doctrine and symbols and right out there in the open like they never have before, and it all stems to this doctrine of Lucifer. Now this is a little like scarily written. I would not try to put anybody in fear. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be a bloodbath. I think it's going to be unrest of sorts, but all this is happening. Now about the hoax. This was supposedly a hoax. I found this one place where he says, I read your book with great da-da-da, but it contains a mistake. As Terry Melanson found out, the alleged letter from Albert Pike to Mazzini, August 15, 1871, was a forgery by Leo Taxil, a.k.a. Dr. Bataille, published in the book, whatever, Le Diable, whatever, Volume 2, 1894. So if this was written in 1894, does it matter who wrote it? If it was a forgery of who? Somebody wrote it, and somebody was on target. I've shown you this. Texas pro-abortion protesters chant Hail Satan as pro-lifers sing Amazing Grace. And here's the video of that. I'm Jay Blackfoot with RedDawnPost.com. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, Red Dawn Post. Take care.